So guys, we will start off with the class today. We are already late by 2 minutes. So, okay, in today's class, we are going to discuss about an important concept, and that is called as Convertful. So, Convertful is basically one of the free tools that is available, which very few digital marketers are aware of. And this tool will actually help you to improve your conversions. Say for example, this tool will give you an analytics as to how many people have visited your website, personality development, interview tips, and this is giving you the number of impressions that were there in the last 30 days, and out of these many people, how many subscribed. So in the last 30 days, you have almost 30 subscribers. Now, what is it that you are looking for? You need to have the contact details of these people in order to send them marketing emails. So when you click on the website that is already linked to this Convertful, then you get to know that you have actually used this Convertful tool to put 3 forms on your website. Out of the 3 forms, you see where the maximum traffic is coming to this form, and how many people are clicking on the form and sharing their details. Close to 66. So there are 66 people who are clicked on this form, and they actually have shared their details because they are interested. Now this is a process called as, you call it as lead generation. Say for example, I am somebody who is selling credit cards. So I will design a website on credit cards, or maybe I'm somebody who's fond of electronic equipments. I want to sell mobile phones. So probably I'll design a website and I'll keep posting the pics of newly launched mobile phones and their features. And I know that a lot of people will be searching and they will be visiting my website to do some inquiry or analysis of different brands available in the market. And when they do that, I want to know how many of them are serious in terms of taking a purchase decision. Somebody who wants to purchase something, in case your content is appealing and attractive, they will click on the form that you share with them. You remember, you go to some shopping mall, they say, sir, ye form fill kar do na, lucky dip coupon hai. There is a lucky dip coupon and you can probably win a chance to win something else. So what actually happens? You actually put your details there, and you get a call that please come down, we will explain about the product, and they will also try to do a sales pitch there. So similarly, this is a kind of a form which will convert your website visitors into somebody who have similar interest. So for example, since I'm interested in digital marketing, probably I want to identify how many people are interested in digital marketing and to know about it. And we know that it's a COVID time and everybody wants to know about digital marketing because they want to know different ways of earning money without investing. So obviously what will happen, these people might be interested and they want to learn something for free. And this is somebody whom I will target, because when I share my knowledge with them, they will also feel happy and you also will learn something new from it. Because every day there are so many tools that are coming into the market. And this is a very new tool, very recently launched, and that's why it is offering for free. And today we are going to explore what are the features it is offering. Now, before we go on to it, I just wanted to show these 3 forms. Where did I place them? So if you go here, you can clearly see that you can say visit site. So you can see here a form, okay? After this is a pop-up form. We call it as a pop-up form. And this pop-up form, you can see here, powered by Convertful. So when you identify any form that is on the website, clearly it will give you the source. So this is a tool that somebody is using, that is through Convertful, and this form is giving me maximum leads. Of course, when somebody comes to my website, and just imagine these people are visiting any page on my website, and when they're scrolling to some extent, maybe 10% of the content, 20% of the content, 30% of the content, and when they go 40%, this pop-up form will come. Because after going through 40% of the content, you will try to understand whether yes, Should I share my contact details with this gentleman, or shouldn't I share the contact details with this gentleman? In case you and I share a similar area of interest, then probably you would love to share your contact details. So here I've given, this month I'm offering a live webinar on basics of digital marketing to my first 100 subscribers for free. Sign up below for your chance to win. So when you give your name, email ID and contact number and sign me up, I will automatically get the data in this form. So here I'm getting 66 people who have already registered. Now where do I get their data from? So I can simply go to my subscribers, and these are all the people who have subscribed, and they have given me their email ID, their city where they have come from, the country, and they just signed up 2 days back. Some people have signed up a week ago, and a lot of them have done it in the past. So it is actually showing 50 pages, 50 contacts per page. And if I go here, it is showing me even more contacts. So total, these are the people who have subscribed to this. Now, if I want to download this, I can simply say export. And this data, I will get it in the form of Excel. And once I get this data, I can use it to send them my mailers. Something about digital marketing, something about new things in digital. Say, as I told you, if I'm actually interested in selling mobile phones, maybe I teach English classes. Due to COVID, people are not coming. So see here, the beauty is you have the contact details of all the people with their phone numbers, and you have their email IDs, their first name and everything. So where they're coming from, what are they doing? So this gives you an analysis as to try to identify the source for them all is my website, personalitydevelopmentinterviewtips.in. So all of them are using my this thing, and in personality development interview tips, which page has brought them to me? You see that it is being displayed in everything. Best mobile phones in 2020. Interview tips. This is just the home page. So how many people got converted by visiting my home page? How many people have gone to interview tips and there they got impressed with my content and got connected to me? How many people logged into my website and read an article on mobile phones in 2020 and there they got connected to me? So this gives me a complete picture about myself. Some people have gone, checked my digital marketing page, and from digital marketing they got connected. So how am I able to generate these leads? What are the pages that are best working for my this thing? So all these things will be displayed. Now imagine you have a messenger tool. There is something called as pass to SMS. It just costs some 2 paise or 20 paise per message. If you recharge it with 1000, then that will come for 6 months. So almost you can take these contact numbers. Imagine how it would be in case I need to contact all these people who are visiting. So I would probably lose out on 1500 SMSs. Probably they're not even interested in it. Only 66 people are interested in it. Which makes sense? Contacting these 66 people or contacting these 1492 people? It makes sense to me to contact these 66 people. And this is called as a lead funnel. It's like in the shape of a funnel. You fill petrol or you fill water can, right? That funnel. Remember that funnel. Your audience are huge, but interested audience who are interested in your product becomes very narrow. And this narrow target audience are someone who share similar area of interest. And this is your target market or potential. And this is the power of digital marketing. Anything and everything can be measured and detailed targeting can be done using this. So I have this form. I don't see it is useful. Simply by clicking here, it will be deactivated. And if I want to make it active again, I can click it again. How simple it is. You sleep, people visit your website and they give their details and this captures it. It's automation. And anything, you want to deactivate anything? Yes, these two I can probably deactivate after some period of time because these two are not performing well. Now let's try to understand where are these 3 forms that I put on my website and why this form is performing better when compared to the rest of the 2. Now, if you look at it, it is capturing most of the customers, as you rightly saw. And I have put one form here in my posts page. So any post that you read, okay, towards the end of the post, you see that, see, for example, I opened the post. Now towards the end of my post, you see this one, powered by Convertful. So this is one banner I have. Now, there are very less chances that people will subscribe here because they have already subscribed now. When they're visiting any of my page, this pop-up bar is already capturing that data. When I actually move anywhere, this pop-up will come and it will capture the data of the interested people even before they can go down and start giving their details after reading a blog post. This is a page. These are all pages. But I actually put that in the posts. So any of the posts, they need not go till the end. In between itself, this is capturing. Now this is a third form. See, that is a 1 day, 2 day digital marketing thing. Maybe over the weekend, I'll do a Facebook advertising. Maybe over the weekend, when I get time, I will do a Google advertising workshop. Maybe when I get free time, I talk about this lead generation. Maybe I talk about website creation. All these things are bits and pieces. And the people who are lucky enough, they would actually register for a 30-day free digital marketing course, which will actually help them understand everything. And it's just like half an hour to 40 minutes a class, like you people are seeing. And they'll get live update. Now, people are probably missing on this because they're not aware and they're only seeing something which is coming in front of them. That is because nobody knows that it is hidden here. This is hidden inside because only the real visitors who are very much passionate about learning something for free, I will be targeting them. So those people are actually digital marketers who will actually come up till here. Somebody who is tech savvy. It will be easier for me to explain them and it will be easier for them to understand what I want to say. And this kind of people, even if you have 10 people registered here, you can probably start a digital marketing training and give them a 30 days course. Unfortunately, since it is hidden in the blog posts where you post something in any of these pages, since it is hidden inside only the posts page, that is only my blog posts. So nobody are actually subscribing here. So most of them are getting connected in the home page, personality development page, digital marketing page, interview tips page, as we have done an analysis. But nobody is actually coming here and trying to do it. So ideally over a period of time, I'm going to deactivate both of them because these two are not really helping me. And probably I want to modify this form stating that ask for your free 30-day digital marketing course. Please sign up below. Now let us see how to edit or modify these posts. Let us click on the post. And by clicking here, it will take you to the page. And just by clicking on the text, here you can change it. Here you can change it. Do you like this post? Sign up to our blog and be the first one to know about new content. You give your name, your email ID, your sign up button. And if you don't need them, you can simply click the delete button and this field will be deleted. So any field can be deleted in the same way. So if I need to actually delete it, I'll go here and say, I want to delete this field. And are you sure you want to delete this element? And when you say yes, the field is deleted. And in case if you want to add those fields, you go to elements and form fields. One second. You go to these elements and this is the form field button, red columns. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay. So you can give them, simply enter your email ID here, or you can simply say that what is your first name. You can simply click here, okay, and show the label name. If you say, it will show the name, or I don't want to do that. I'll just simply put that. I'll simply say that enter your email here. This one, what is given here, I'll write name, first name maybe. Okay, and when at the moment I change it here, this will be updated here. I need one more field. Okay, so I go to the elements and I'll probably pull out one more thing, and probably I will do it in the same way, and probably I'll do it. But currently I just need the name to be as email ID only, because I'll at least capture the email IDs. So similarly, you can insert anything, whatever, enter your email ID here, like how it was there. I will leave it as it is. Enter your email ID. So it's very simple, guys. So what you're actually doing is you are going to any one of the widgets, and you are, by clicking on the page, it will simply give you an option here to edit, and you can make it bold, you can make it italic. You just need to simply, you can also insert a link. When somebody clicks on this, it will be taken them to the Amazon page. So anything can happen. You can put it before your content, you can put it after your content. You are writing about mobile phones, so you can probably ask him, are you interested in buying a new mobile phone? Probably they'll give their details. So what is it that you want to actually gather is what you should be knowing it. So that is what you will be actually using it for. So if I don't need this sign up button, so if I click on the sign up button, it will give me something like, this is a sign up button, and this is in green color. I want to change the color. I'll simply select it, and you just see how the color keeps changing. So it's a blue color. So I wanted to keep it in green, so I just put it in green. So whichever color you take it, the color code is given here, and you can actually just put it across. And if you want to show the border or anything, you can actually put it a dark border or a light border. So whatever it is, you can actually do it. See, look at it. So you can see the border color or whatever it is, you can put it across. So it's all about customization. How do you customize it? It depends on you. Now, here comes the most important part. In case, where do you want this to be displayed? So here, if I go, I have mentioned after the post content. So here you have the display rules. So if I put after the post content, that is why this is being displayed blog posts. This is nothing but a blog post. So after all the blog posts, whenever I write, towards the end of it, it is displayed because I've given the rule there. So this is one way of creating a widget. So this is called as side widget or inline widget. This is called as an inline widget. So whenever you are actually saying the save changes, the changes will apply. Otherwise, they will not apply. Okay. So this is an example. I'm also going to show you how to create them. And you have one more thing, sign up for my free 30-day digital marketing course. Now, if you click on this, the same thing applies for it. You click on something, this is here. And you can actually add fields. If you click on the fields here, you can have multiple fields. Add field option is there. And you go there, and here, see, already your name is there. Your email ID is there. Your phone number is there. There is a privacy policy which is inbuilt. Now you want to add something else. You want to add more. You want to add what is the company in which you are working. You have any website, please share your website URL. You have anything you want to add, please rate our site. Okay, any date or anything, any checkbox, whatever you want it, you just go ahead and probably you add it. So you want in whatever way you want it. So this is a background color. It is in this color. Now if I want to change the background color, I'll simply select it and take it any other color and it will go ahead. So background color, so I don't want, probably whatever you want to make changes, yellow color. So whatever color you want to do for the background, you can go ahead and do it. So this is something about how you customize the forms. Okay. So now you're clear that this is how you actually customize these forms. Now let us understand how to create one form. Okay. So similarly for this one also, you click it. Now how to actually create images. Okay. There is something here. See, there is an image option here, as you all see, right? So this image, you can simply select it and then from here you can click here, and probably you can change any image from your desktop. You can choose anything, upload files. This is already existing file, so it is showing you. And you want to upload something really, you just need to drag and drop this here, or you can select files from your desktop wherever you want to go. You can go to your personal files, you can go to your pictures, you can simply select them and you can add the image. So right now I don't want to do any changes. This is my most performing banner, and if you understand, if I have this banner, then I don't need the other two to be active at all, because it is already capturing the details of the customers in the first hand. So I really don't need someone to go out to the post page and then start clicking it. So similarly, you want to say something here, you can simply add the fields here. There is one more image here also. I can click on the image and I can simply change it. This is an image which I downloaded from Google, and you can purchase images and use them so that there will be proper copyrighted content, because it's advisable to have a copyrighted content. And if you're using something, check for free images and probably use it to create some kind of animation, kind of an effect which will give happiness to your visitors. And put a privacy policy, something like this. So if somebody clicks on it, it has to be linked to something. So I'll put a link here, and that when somebody clicks on the privacy policy, it will take them automatically to the links. It's saying add or remove link. I don't want to remove it because I already added a link here. So if somebody clicks on it, it will automatically take them to a link. So I don't want to edit the link. If I hit edit link, then it will take me to my personality development privacy policy. So I don't want to do that. And many people ask me, sir, how do you write this privacy policy? If I want to create a website and I want to have a privacy policy for my website, how do I do it? So what does a privacy policy include? So I will take a special class for that also. What I simply did is, I have visited some topmost websites and copied their privacy policy, and I pasted as privacy policy, because privacy policy always remains the same. You just need to change your website name, because it's a legal kind of a document, kind of a thing, which people will actually put it after due understanding and things. See, because here you see blogs, here you have a privacy policy. So when I click on the privacy policy, this is the link. I copy this link, and this link I will put it here. So whatever you say, you will just say privacy policy, you select it, you say link it, and when you say link it, you actually add the privacy policy there. So you select this privacy policy, you say link, and here I copied the URL and mentioned the text as privacy policy, and I updated it. The moment I did it, now if you, when you go to my website and you click anywhere, okay, and probably if you are dragging it down, if you are hitting on the privacy policy, it will take you to the privacy policy which is there on my website itself, this privacy policy. So this is what it is. So in case if you want to see how it is, you can try to understand what it is all about, and why do we collect information from, why do we protect, how do we do it, all these things. And after this post, you can see that there is something that is given. Got it? So this is one thing which I wanted to share it with you. Now, the most interesting thing, we are going to create one widget for you all. So this is one way of creating it, and you can see the display rules. Here I have given a display rule. You can ensure the pop-up comes whenever a visitor tries to leave. How do you know that a visitor is leaving your website? When he will try to go and click this cross mark. When he goes and tries to click the cross mark, that means he's leaving. So whenever he goes to the topmost page of your website, automatically your website will display this pop-up. Register for my free digital marketing course, just to grab him back. Say for example, how do companies use it? Identify, you're going to Amazon and you feel checking for some mobile phone, and suddenly you feel, let me just move out of this page. And when you're going out to move out of the page, it gives you buy now to get 10% off. It was not giving you this before. But the moment you're going to the cross button, you're proceeding towards the cross button, this convert full, it is there to convert your visitors and make them your customers. So second thing, time on page is at least 0 seconds. Now you can edit it. Time on page is at least 10 seconds or maybe 20 seconds, but I don't have nothing to do with this. I don't want the person to be targeted basis on the time. I want a person to be targeted on the basis of who scrolls more than 40% of my page. Because somebody who scrolls more than 40% of my page is seriously interested in my content, and he can be a good customer for me, or probably somebody who is willing to learn from me. And that is why I have created it. So whenever visitor clicks on a URL, like how you have seen the privacy link, right? So you can give any link. So anything you can give it here. Whenever a person clicks on that, that means that person will get this pop-up form. So this way you can actually check it out. And I'm also giving additional condition that if they have already clicked on any other widget, then don't show this widget. What is the fun of gathering duplicate data? I'll not be happy about having a duplicate data. And if a visitor has already subscribed via any widget, there are 3 widgets I showed you. Using any widget, if they're subscribing here, the other widgets will not be visible for them. I mean, it will not capture their details because it's a duplication of data. So if the widget was closed in the last 2 days, please, if the widget was submitted in the last 15 days, then probably don't. You can also change it to 15 minutes. You can change it to 15 hours, 15 days. So it's advisable that your customers who are already visiting should not be, seeing this again and again. It might be very irritating for them. So probably I've just given it, a widget was submitted in the last 15 days, then don't show them at all. And if it is not, then you can, if they have already subscribed or for your channel, then don't show that pop-up menu. So how do you define these rules are also displayed here. Now, as you know how to design, now you know how to check the rules which are there. Now we will go and design a fresh widget. Okay. Okay. So how to create a widget? Just go create widget. So select any one of the widget that you want. The one that you see my ad coming when you scroll 40% or something, it is called as a pop-up widget. And the ones that you see towards the sidebar or towards the bottom are called as inline widgets. So there are 2 categories of widgets that I used on my website. You can use whichever you want. If you say scroll boxes, when somebody scrolls a particular percentage, then the pop-up bar will come on front of the visitors. So however you want to do, for today, we will just try to create one. Go to pop-up. And when you go down, you will just select one pop-up. Select any pop-up for that matter. Okay. Say for example, I'm selecting this. And it will ask you create pop-up. The moment you say create pop-up, you see one fresh new pop-up has been created. Now it is saying your name, your email ID. You want to add fields, you can simply click here and you can keep on adding fields like the phone number. I want to add a phone number also. Enter your phone number. Now I want phone number to be on top and then the privacy policy coming. So I'll just move it up. The phone number should be up. Where is the phone number? Your name, your email ID. Okay, this phone number is there. I want to just edit it and probably show label. Okay, this is already shown. This, I think I'll take it here. Now you can see that the phone number is coming up. Name, email ID, contact number. Because see, there are 2 ways of automating your things. You can use email automations and also you can have a messenger automation. So messenger automation requires mobile numbers. Email automation requires your email contact details. So these 3 are very critical fields, and this is by default, it will come in anything. And let's change the name. Okay. Subscribe for free. Okay. Get your free copy today. Okay. Sign up for free. So whatever you write it here, it will be displayed. So once you have feel, yes, if you want to link something, like you want to type something like a privacy policy and something, you can always say link also. So here you can say use a button. What is a button? When they click, it will use for the image you can link. So these are certain things that you can always do. So here you click it, you say change, you can take a picture. I'm just giving you an example. Select the picture, double click it, and the picture will come here. And here you want to change it. So you can say that, say for example, in this case, I was doing digital marketing, and there might be people on the call here who wants to talk about some training. You are a soft skills trainer, you're a spoken English trainer. Now, probably you'll go ahead and here you will type sign up, learn spoken English in 2 weeks. So put something, your name, your email ID, your phone number, sign up for free. And this is an inquiry form. So the moment you say save changes, okay, and make this as, so this one I don't want it. Want to know, I'll delete it. Simply, this is a bucket that you all can see. Click the bucket and you say yes, that is deleted. So this looks pretty good. And you want to display rules. When the visitor intends to leave my website, please show this to him. Okay, so this is good enough. And now see what happens. Save changes. And I'll say active. I'll activate it. Now this is activated. Now you go to my website, okay, you close it, and probably you have to refresh it. Here you go, you just, this is a refresh button. You simply refresh it. And the moment somebody goes to close the button, you see this pop-up has come. How fast the changes have been taken. The changes have been taken in just flip of a second. And imagine when the customer is planning to leave, learn spoken English in 2 weeks, and here you're giving their contact name, email ID, and contact number, because a lot of people who come here are basically for interviews. You know how to change the background, you know how to edit the text, you know how to edit the image, you know how to use all these things, and you're good to go with Convertful. In case you find this app interesting, it hardly took any time. The recording of this video will be available to you all on my YouTube video. I generally ensure that, see, digital marketing is such a subject, guys. Even you attend any session of mine's, if you don't know anything, you will still understand. And that's the guarantee I can give you, because each and every module in digital marketing is a money earning concept. It will help you earn money like anything. So you go to YouTube, and this is Funny Kiran Patnaikuni, my name. When you go there, you have my channel here. And when you click on the channel, all the webinars that I have done, this is yesterday's session. In case somebody have missed my yesterday's session, they can go through this. And there are other things also I've done, whatever smart slider tutorial, social sharing options that we did, whatever webinars I have done, I have actually probably put it in the videos. So when you go to the video section, you will get to know. And if you like my thing, because see, this is not a profit making thing that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do something to educate people out there. That is my first primary purpose. And you can see this yesterday's class that we did on Canva. You can always check it out. And when I did this Canva, you can check this part 1 and part 2 also of Canva, because this part 1 and part 2 of Canva are also very useful. And the part 3 was a webinar which I did yesterday. So in case you have missed out my session yesterday, webinars are all the sessions that I have taken specially for you people. So webinars, when you click it, whatever you missed it, you can do it. I think we are almost like 2 weeks down the lane. We've spent almost close to 2 weeks now, and another 2 weeks, trust me, you all will know how to create videos like this on YouTube and post them. You will know Facebook marketing. Once you have this content and you want to bring visitors from across India or across the world onto your website, how do you do paid advertising? How do you do free advertising? How do you use these lead generation forms, like a simple example? And trust me, I'm going to talk about only free tools, because I only use free tools. If somebody else is doing a better job than me, because they're using paid tools, and obviously they will have that edge. And as an individual digital marketer, Most of you people might be sitting at home in lockdown, and you might be good at some skill. You might be good at teaching. You might be good at painting. You might be good at selling some fashion wear. You want to get customers. To get customers, you need to have an online store. If you have a shop, you are spending almost 10,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees as a rent if you're taking it for a rent. And that is a huge fixed cost. But if you have a website, we all have seen in the website development creation class that it just costs 1,500 to 2,000 rupees, and this website is available for you for a whole year. So how much of cost have you saved in the first lesson itself? You have saved almost 10,000 rupees every month. That's the kind of benefit digital marketing offers. And that's exactly why if you go to any store in Amirpet, if you go to any place here, you see a lot of shops are getting vacated because they're not able to face the competition that they're facing from the online business. And you see so many people promoting so many products and earning money through affiliate income because they're saving the fixed costs and they're giving it to the people just like you, me, and all, so that we communicate about their products. And when we communicate about their products, when they get customers, they are trying to track it and they're going to make a payment to you. And when they do that, they are benefiting by reducing their fixed costs, and you as a prospective customer is actually voicing it out. So I'm done with my session. We have just 1 minute left. You have any questions, you can ask me and I will clarify that. So I'm going to upload this video here as well. You can go through it. In case you didn't understand anything, you always have, whenever you subscribe to my videos or channels, what will happen is whenever I upload some video like today's class, you will be the first one to get an intimation. So that is a benefit of subscribing. So it's up to you whether you want to do it. It's personal thing. But as far as the class is concerned, you have any doubts, you can let me know. In 1 minute, we are going to disconnect and we are done with the class for today. Any questions? Otherwise, we can take the questions tomorrow. However you suggest.
Thank you, sir.
Great. So tomorrow we'll take up any questions. We are done for the day. Hope this session helps you guys. Have a nice day.